Salutations one and all, and with this only being a few days left before the Magnetic North Seed Fund expires, deadlines, whatever the word is, I thought actually it would be a good idea to get started with working on it. And with this being the big summer funding applications, I am going to do my utmost to be as kind of transparent as process with how I put this together, for just as much as hopefully me doing the right things as me being able to show these are all the wrong things that I did. Nick, if you're listening to this, thank you for making this form so brilliantly simple. Anybody who is looking for this form, who's thinking they might apply for it, or not sure that they're going to apply for it, you can go to the Magnetic North website, look for where the bit on the seed fund is, and if you go to the information pack, it should give a direct link to the Google form that they're using for this. The form is really, really dead simple. It asks for name, email address, art form, website. It asks, do you identify as black or a person of colour? It asks, do you identify as deaf or disabled? They have a section where they invite you to attach an access rider if that's something that you so desire. And also, really, really helpfully, they give you the opportunity to apply with an audio file rather than giving written answers, which, this is part of that whole accessibility thing. There are 4 questions. Tell us about you or your work. Tell us about what you would do with the grant. Tell us about how you would spend the money by giving a rough budget outline. And tell us how this will benefit your artistic development. Each of those questions, they're asking for up to 300 words. And my recommendation is push that 300 word limit as much as reasonably possible. And if you're going to do it all as an audio file, make sure the audio file doesn't exceed 15 minutes. I am going for it written, and I'll put a little screenshot here, but what I've started by doing, which I always like to do for anything kind of big and long and important, is set all of the questions out and then leave some bullet points underneath them with, this is vaguely how I'm going to answer them. Now, obviously, when I actually start getting into writing it, things change and things transform, and I go, well, actually, that sounds good there, or, oh, there's an idea I didn't come up with. It just makes it a little bit easier if you give yourself that roadmap of, this is what I think I'm going to write, before actually going and writing it, because otherwise it seems really big and scary. Because these questions are all up to 300 words, it's really not the end of the world to kind of do them all in one go. That's possibly what I will end up doing. But if that isn't what you decide to do, or you don't have the time for it, great. Just take it little chunk at a time. There's only a few days left before the deadline, but there's enough space for you to go, okay, there's my answer, I'm going to leave that there, go away, do something else for a bit, and come back and fill out the answer for the next question. You may be watching this as a full vlog with the full process of it. You may be watching this on your own. If you are watching this specific bit on your own, then I hope you found this insightful, and I will see you at the next bit.